What we got going on?
Well, I know everybody's concerned about the impending hurricane.
Oh, yes.
Yep, and actually I have a meeting today or a conference call today at the EOC, about hurricane preparedness and all, and I know everybody's talking about that, and something we always deal with, but I just want to make sure everybody knows that we will be communicating with all the people in the next few days.
Over the weekend on Facebook, I kept seeing, we're new in town. I understand there are no shelters here. And I went, there are plenty of shelters here. So can you tell us what schools, or if they open the shelters, what schools?
Okay, and you put me on the spot.
I know, and I apologize for that.
Yeah, I know Kelly Smith here in town is a special needs shelter. Mm-hmm. And I know Interlochen Elementary, QI Roberts, I believe Browning Pierce, Milton Burney, I believe, and Aquila. And those are the ones I'm sure of. I just looked at the map yesterday.
Yeah. So we've got plenty of shelters, and I don't know if the school has an animal-friendly shelter, but I think it's set up at the fairgrounds. I'm not positive. These are things we'll find out this week.
Yeah, we can find that out. And I think if you go to the EOC website,
they'll tell you where they all are.
Yeah, it has all the list of shelters and that type of thing. So yeah, we're going to be out ahead of it. We're going to make sure everybody has what they need. Make sure we get the words out on our media outlets about school closings and that type of thing. Hopefully we won't have to do that, but we want to make sure everybody's safe. Hey, on another note, a more positive note, just want to put a plug in for tonight for our college night at Palatka High School, our annual college night. Starts at 6 o'clock. I think you can get there at 5:30, and they have a little meet and greet and maybe some refreshments. But it's a great opportunity for our high school juniors and seniors to come out and just find out about all the college opportunities out there. We have a number of colleges that show up.
Let me tell you, now's the time, if you're even a sophomore, and you may not agree with that, but I think a sophomore, to start looking
at absolutely.
Scholarships, because there are so many scholarships that are not given because nobody applied for them.
So many kids do not take the time to write the little essay that they ask you to do. And if you just sit down and do that, that will put you in a different group where other kids won't.
There are, just like I said, there's lots of them that nobody ever gets because they didn't bother to apply for them.
And there's so many scholarships that are given right here in Palatka, Putnam County, that through our local social groups or civic organizations. And all they ask students to do is take the time, fill an application out, write. What are your plans?
What do you want to do? And if you're smart, you'll get a really good one done and just keep using it. No.
Yeah.
Tweak it for schools, but spend a little bit of time. And that's why I tell sophomores to start looking at them. You don't have to apply, but just start looking. Do some research. Get it done now and figure out how to do it.
Because we're even telling kids in middle school, start thinking about college. Might be a little early to start applying, but at least start thinking about making plans.
I think I'm married to the only man that always knew what he wanted to do from the time he was in elementary school. He was on a path to be in the timber business from the time he was, could think about it.
Not many kids are that way.
No, and my kids weren't that way. They didn't know what they wanted to do, and none of them are doing what they have an education in.
But a lot of kids have a bend. They might be more college-oriented or more career-oriented. Nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not. I have a grandson that if you told him he had to go to college, you might as well shoot him. But he loves working.
As long as they have some type of goal in mind, so they can work towards it.
You got VOTEC, you've got college, you've got extended VOTEC, things that you can go out and further your certifications in. So there's lots out there. You just have to go look to see where they are.
I was in one of my advisory meetings last week, and I had one of the people there brought up a good point. We're always trying to train our kids to go to college or to go to work at one of these big, GP or Seminole or one of these big companies here. But, there's a lot of businesses that need employees.
You need plumbers, you need electricians.
But small businesses still need people.
I need a tree person. Trying to find some people like that, the everyday people out there that do those kind of jobs. Mm-hmm. And we forget about them, and let me tell you something, our lives depend on them sometimes.
Well, we try to teach kids not only those specific college skills or career skills, but just human, how to communicate.
How to communicate.
Those soft skills. And that will help you get a job just as quick as anything else. So you need to learn how to sell yourself, fill out a job application, that type of thing. So that's
that, and I don't know if they teach this in school or not anymore. They need to learn how to open a checking account. They need to learn how to fill out applications for insurance, for life skills that they don't stop and think about because mom and dad have always done that.
Not only open a checking account, balance your checking account.
Balance a checking account, and learn all of that. I know we used to have it, but I don't know what they teach. I don't know if they teach it anymore.
Yeah, they teach that. Yeah, those are essential skills, and we have computers now that help you do those things, but still you need to understand the concept.
You do, but and I'm telling you, there are people out there that don't use computers. I've got in my family, young and old, that don't want to deal with the computers. Well, and I don't get it. I just give me my computer and I can take care of it. But no, they don't want anything to do with it.
That's okay. They're in the minority probably.
Yeah,
but,
and someday they're going to have to.
As long as they know somebody who knows how to run a computer, right?
Yeah, pretty much is what they depend on. Grandma, can you do?
Hey, by the way, it was a pretty exciting night this past Friday night.
I listened to a lot of it.
Yeah, we paid tribute to Coach Bennett, Coach Cooper, renamed the field at Veterans Memorial Stadium, Bennett Cooper Field at Veterans Memorial Stadium. So.
All right, you can answer this question for me because you were a coach. Somewhere, Billy Bennett's got a box of blankets that he put on those blades of grass every night. I used to tease him about bedding that field in because he had the prettiest field you ever saw.
Yeah, he really took care of that grass, and of course all our coaches do. That's
part
of being a coach.
Their jobs.
Yeah, but he especially was pretty particular about that grass.
He's got such a green thumb.
Yeah.
You ever been to his house? He's got a green thumb and gardens beautifully.
He loves to garden. Yeah. But it was quite a night. We honored our veterans. Very fitting. We had two parachuters
I heard
come
about that. My grandson was telling me about that.
With an American flag, and what a cool night. Those guys landed right on the 50-yard line, presented a flag to Mr. Stout and myself, and we honored all the Bennett and Cooper families. And when you drive by, there's a giant sign there, Bennett Cooper Field at Veterans Memorial Stadium. So what a great night for Palatka and Putnam County.
Yeah, we may not have won, but that's okay.
Yeah,
but we'll get them next time.
It's really cool that we honor our own. We honor people who have put into this community.
And we always have.
Yep, we sure have. And, we wouldn't be where we are today if it weren't for those people who put into our...
They put in not just coaching skills. They helped life skills.
Well, they built
during a tough time.
They built young men during a very difficult time. And those young men are our leaders today.
Yes, they are.
So they paid it forward.
They did, and did a great job with it.
And we have a lot of people today that are pouring into our people now that will carry us into the future.
That's right. Without our teachers, our veterans, and our skilled people, we don't have anybody to teach. And they've got to learn it from somebody.
Well, Putnam County is moving in the right direction. And it's because of people who are pouring into other people and, building them up. Mm-hmm. And, looking at those things that unite us and those things that really make us strong. So it's a great day to live in Putnam County.
It's a great day to live in Putnam County, and that's the one thing I think every time somebody starts griping about Putnam County, I said, it's a great place to raise your kids.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't have raised mine anywhere else.
I've got kids and grandkids here, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
I'm the same boat that you're in.
Yep. And you and I raised our kids on the ball field, and but wherever you raise them at, as long as you do the best you can.
Yeah, we're into cheerleading now, so I'm looking at football through a whole different eye.
I've been there.
I had all boys, and now I've got cheerleading. So
I've had a couple cheerleaders go through too, so a lot of fun.
A lot of fun, a lot of things to do. Anything else we need to catch on?
I think we're good. We're just we're after Labor Day now, so summer is over.
I still can't believe it. Somebody told me the week before Labor Day, Labor Day's coming up this weekend. I went, no, it's not. It just snuck up on everybody.
And it's hard to believe we've almost been in school.
Almost a month.
Almost a month. That's amazing. Back in your day, we started around Labor Day.
We started either the Monday after Labor Day, and about the time I was a senior, they started us the week before Labor Day to get lockers, which they don't have anymore, and to get all our books, and that's about all we did. About 3 days before, we got all of that done, and then school started today, Tuesday after. It's when the homework started and all the work started, and playtime was over.
Well, the good news is we started early. The semester ends before Christmas now, and school will end before June. So we're on a completely different schedule now.
Yeah, now it's on schedule with my kids in Texas.
You know, back when I was a high school kid, we used to get out in June, and
5th of June, with the first Friday of June's when we got out.
And I would lug watermelons.
Mm-hmm.
That's back what I did. And that was how we made money back in the day.
Tell me about it. I loaded many a carload of watermelon in South Florida.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll have an opportunity for kids to get out, get the summer vacation over early, and start again next year.
I think it's, I like it. I like getting out in May. I think so.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
I enjoy it.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I'm up going, and this is the week I hope to get back to full schedule in here. Because I've been doing like 8 to 9 because I just wasn't quite up to doing the 2 hours. But I told my husband yesterday, I said, I think we're going to do the 7 to 8 to 8 to 9. We'll see if I can do swap shop, if I can hang in for swap shop. If not, George will do it another week, and then I'll take it next week.
Well, you'll be running around here the next time I see you.
Well,
it's hard to keep you down.
As soon as they make me get on that bike, if y'all hear a scream in this county someplace, you know I'm on that bike.
Very painful.
Yes, it is. You have a great day.
You too, Susan.
And we're going to slide down here, pay a couple of bills, and be back.